Hello, everyone, and welcome to FranTastic InSight. I love sharing information with you from some of the most innovative entrepreneurs and brands like the one that we have with us today. My name is Joan Winchester. I'm the Senior Vice President of Franchise Expansion for FranServe. FranServe is the world's largest consulting organization, franchise consulting, that is. And what we do is the most exciting thing in the world, which is change people's lives through franchise ownership. We do it quite simply by combining a great group of franchisors like the one we have with us today with franchise consultants and with people that are interested in exploring opportunities. So today I'm super excited to have with us a hot emerging brand in the wellness space, and that is BlueSage Longevity. And we are so fortunate because today to be with us, we actually have Rick Scott, and he is the founder and CEO of BlueSage. So, hey, Rick, how are you today?
I'm great, Joan. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me with you.
Thanks for being with us.
Yeah.
So, Rick, your background is so fascinating. Can you tell our audience just a little bit about your background and how BlueSage came about?
Yeah, I'd love to. Well, let me go back a little bit, just a minute for a minute. I actually started in transportation, air courier, way back when, maybe 35, 38 years ago. And I built a company from $0 to about 30 million in revenue, and it took about 12, 14 years. And I was real proud of that, and kind of bootstrapped that. And I learned a lot about sales, marketing. I learned about building teams, building leadership teams, opening up and expanding in different. We were in 4 different countries, Joan. We had about 500 employees by the time I decided to exit that, and kind of lost my flavor, kind of lost my desire to do that. And that was around 2001, 2002. I wanted to scale back, and I wanted to just try to make a difference. I kind of had a crossroads that happened to me back then, and I guess it sort of happened when the Twin Towers came down, the trade centers came down, and I sent everybody home from JFK, about 75 people. And I just I got into franchise development. I started out as a broker, actually, which I love. I love the brokers out there. That was my roots and my training. And I just like putting deals together, and I like putting people first, and really tried hard to match them with the right brand or concept, right franchise that would suit them and make them successful. And it really goes to trying to find out who you're working with, what their goals are, what their aspirations are, and really finding some good brands to work with. And I was pretty successful doing that. And then for the last 20 years or so, I've been in startups. Have been involved in healthcare startups, consulting startups, franchising. I've enjoyed I think, a really good relationship with FranServe over the years. And as far as I'm concerned, that's the #1 franchise consulting organization out there. So I'm just real happy to be with you. And here we are with BlueSage. I don't know if you want me to talk about BlueSage or
Yeah,
happy to.
please
Yeah.
do. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so BlueSage is kind of my last project, my love project. And I think it's so important in today that as people age, a lot of people are in pain, a lot of people are not feeling well. There's a lot of new science and technology out there that's come about in the last 10, 15 years. And wellness brands are really having an explosive growth spurt, and they're here to stay. As the population ages, the idea is to get them out of pain, have them age with vitality, and basically through regenerative type services, and kind of a holistic innovation, which we bring to the forefront with AI intelligence at BlueSage. So what we're doing now is, our mission is basically to bring wellness, and by extending the lifespan and health span by delivering non-surgical, science-backed, integrative treatments that restore, rejuvenate, and optimize the human body inside and out. And that's our mission, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, what a great space to be in today, right?
Yeah, yeah, I
I
love
mean,
it.
what size is the industry? Like, how
Well,
many billions?
the industry globally, longevity and regenerative medicine industry will exceed 200 billion by 2030, with the U.S. wellness franchises expanding by 15 to 20% year over year. So it's an explosive space. It's a great space to be in. And you know what the best part is? We're really making a difference with our products and services, and our franchisees can really be proud of what they're doing and making a difference in helping people live healthier, live longer, get out of pain, look good. You know, we've got great medical aesthetics that we bring to the public, and as far as pain management and without surgery and without opioids, it's just a great place to be.
Yeah, and you touched on this a little bit, Rick, but I do want to ask you about the differentiators. I
Okay.
mean, you've been in a lot of different industries, and certainly there are wellness companies out there, but what are the key differentiators?
Well, yeah, some of the key differentiators here at Blue Sage is we believe in regenerative medicine. We believe in longevity, and we're really optimizing PRP services, PFP, exosomes, peptides, stem cell therapies, all anti-aging, and we're kind of specializing in that. We really started out in the last 2 years or so, Joan, with trying to be all things to all people, and we kind of crystallized our mission in the last couple of months, and we're really going to specialize. And not everybody does. I think there's a lot of differentiators here, and we're really about bringing health and wellness, anti-aging protocols to the forefront and making them accessible to most everybody out there. So, yeah.
Great. It's exciting space. I know I get totally energized by it for sure. So talk to us a little bit about the ideal candidate for a Blue Sage franchise.
Someone who's possibly being outsized, downsized from corporate America. It's certainly an executive type of franchise. Of course, wellness or healthcare professionals are ideal. Either traditional doctors, Western trained doctors, and tired of seeing 30, 40 patients a day and chasing the insurance companies to get paid. A lot of times they want more of a personalized concierge approach where they don't, maybe they're with two or three or four patients a day. We like to call patients guests. It's really not your traditional medical model. It's more of a concierge wellness model backed by science. And also, we let's not forget about the aesthetics. We not only want to heal and from the inside out, but we also want to look gorgeous and beautiful on the outside. And we kind of see the whole body as a complete ecosystem. So we want to make sure that all these things are addressed. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, the ideal candidate, and
Oh,
then
I'm sorry. Getting back to the
yeah.
ideal candidate. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it could be a healthcare professional, it could be a corporate executive, it could be certainly someone who's wants to make a difference, is community focused, wants to give back, and wants to be in an industry that helps people. Also, a person that would like to join a system, make sure that they don't want to reinvent. They want to join a proven science-backed system that can plug into a turnkey model that has a lot of support and a lot of leadership, and they can benefit by that.
And I know one of our great passions at FranServe is veterans. I mean, we love helping veterans.
Yeah,
Do you have any special?
we love veterans at Blue Sage, and we do offer a vet discount. I'm not sure if you want me to talk about what that is, the amount, but we're certainly we're certainly very pro veterans, and we encourage veterans participation with our brand. Absolutely.
Great, thank you for that. Thanks, Rick. So tell me about the ideal markets and the areas that you're looking to grow.
Great market. So I'm very excited. We just inked our South Florida. We just sold the area representative master franchise for South Florida. And that's, of course, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, and the great, tremendous market. That's a top tier
Mm,
market. We have a lot of interest right now in Texas, in Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, Austin, a lot of activity there. Those are great markets. We're certainly interested in the Northeast, in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. We just formally inked another area representative deal for the Cleveland market. So we've got two of those markets sold now. And you know, we're really, but really the idea is that we are a brand that will do better in middle to upper middle income areas and that type of demographic. Really because, it's discretionary. We don't take insurance at BlueSage. So it's for people that can kind of afford to invest in their health and wellness at a certain level. So that type of thing. Yeah,
okay, great. Thank you for that.
sure.
So how about the training and support? Can you talk about that for
I
us?
love to talk about that. Yeah, we've got a great medical team. We've got a chief medical officer in New York, another doctor underneath her in New York at a sort of our flagship training facility in New York in Nassau County. We've got operations people that have been with me in other brands for 20, 25 years that are tremendous operationally. And we do roundtable discussions. We have 5 days of clinical training, and we also have a 16-week onboarding process that we take franchisees from real estate selection to design, to plans, to construction, to operating the facilities, to point of sale systems, plug them into all of our technology, all of our AI technology as well on the scans and the tests that we offer, which are proprietary at BlueSage. So it's really probably a 4 to 5 month training process, onboarding before they open up their facility. But then it doesn't stop, Joe, and it goes on for the life of the franchise. At least 2 to 3 trainings a month. They could be with our vendor partners, with technology, or on modalities. Certainly, we have a round table twice a month for our franchisees. And you know what? We're pretty much accessible 24/7 for our franchisees on the support side because we have to support our franchisees. If we don't, we're not going to succeed with BlueSage. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, hey Rick, how about the timeline to open? Like, suppose I signed a
That's
franchise agreement
excellent
today.
question. Yeah, for a unit, the timeline is probably anywhere from 5 to 7 months from the time that we're onboarded, we're trained, we go through all of the training and real estate selection is key. It might take 2 to 3 months before we find the ideal site for our franchisee and then get them trained in that facility and clinical training. So you're probably looking at somewhere between 5 and 7 months. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. I love your passion for BlueSage, passion for the industry. I
Yeah.
mean, what could be more rewarding, right, than helping change people's
I,
lives through
nothing that I
franchise
can think
ownership
of.
and through
Yeah.
the franchise that you happen to offer? I
What's
mean,
that? Sorry, Joe?
it's changing people's lives
Yeah.
both through the franchise that you offer, but then also the services of the franchise that you offer. So you you certainly do contribute to the industry and to franchising, both industries, and franchising. And I mean, many people think about being their own boss, right? But franchising makes that a reality. And last question for you. Can you tell our audience a little bit about the lifestyle of a BlueSage franchisee and what that looks like?
Absolutely. So basically the lifestyle is more of a CEO type of person. They can be involved on a day-to-day basis and put the hours in if they want to be hands-on and be involved in the spa management. That could that there's hours involved in that. However, our model is very turnkey and we do a lot of training and they can put a manager in place with our training and brand support And they can oversee the manager. So the franchisee can oversee the manager, so to speak. So it does afford some flexibility in lifestyle, and it doesn't have to be all work. And it's just a very rewarding business to be involved in. Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing your story and some of the inside info on BlueSage. We appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you very
So,
much. I appreciate you, Joan, and we appreciate FranServe over here. And I thank you so much for having me on today. Appreciate it.
and thank you. Just last question, any last thoughts before we wrap up?
Yeah, let's all enjoy the rest of this year. Let's have a wonderful fall, great Thanksgiving. We're coming into the holidays with a great time of year, and we're very, very excited about what the future holds for us at BlueSage, working with FranServe, and for everybody out there. It's a good time to be alive. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank
Okay.
you, Rick.
Okay. You're welcome. Bye bye.